And I thought, I don't like this. This is shit. So I carried on listening, and then I kept following them through the lobbies, and I thought, right, I'm going to have these now, and then I ended up putting a squeaky voice on.
I'm telling you guys, I've had enough now, right? I've had enough. You've got him shooting across the street, my next door neighbour, in his window, shooting me. Well, let me tell you now, next door neighbour across the street, we'll never sell our properties now, okay?
Please subscribe. Evening, Di. How are you, pal?
Feels as if I'm stars in your eyes, and you've just like covered me in smoke. And out he comes tonight, Matthew. I'm going to be Di.
Was that too much of a build up for you?
Like literally, right? That was like we haven't even gone 20 seconds into it, and I've sworn already. I
said to Di before we went live, I am as scared as I am excited about tonight's stream. And once you all get to know Di a little bit, you'll probably understand what I mean. So Di is basically, like, for Callum's generation, especially the Welsh, he's like YouTube royalty. He's literally a YouTube legend in Wales.
Yeah, I get mad bragging rights for this now in the local area.
Yeah. So how did you start on YouTube, Di? Was it sort of like me, you just stumbled into it, or was it sort of deliberate?
So what I started doing it was the era of Call of Duty, where it was like the lobbies were like extremely toxic. And I've already been a massive tech head. I've been a tech head for years, right? And I was like, how can I capture this like footage? And then, because YouTube was new, because capture cards and stuff like that never existed then. So I was like, right, well, what I'm going to do is fucking Frankenstein together like some devices for the PC. And I used what was called a TV card, right?
Yeah.
And it was basically like, you had like, can you remember the old shitty things that we used to plug in like for an aerial into the back of the TV?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like one prong. It wasn't like these newfangled HDMI cables. It was just one shitty little round thing. And I'd managed, right, to Frankenstein shit together so I could get the Xbox 360 into the computer. And then I started recording it. Now, like, tech then was shite. So we're talking like 360p.
Jesus.
Maybe even less, right? So the reason why I started it was because, like, I went into a lobby one night and there were, like, a big group of, like, adult males just abusing and rinsing out of this youngster. And I thought, I don't like this. This is shit. So I carried on listening, and then I kept following them through the lobbies, and I thought, right, I'm going to have these now, and then I ended up putting a squeaky voice on. Because I thought, like, I'm just going to drag these into, like, a little trap here. I'm going to make myself, like, a bully target, and I'm going to let them come to me and try to mug me off, and then I'm just going to switch on them. Oh. And that's how it started. So, like, I captured it. I started capturing it after that. Because I thought, like, that's good. If I can start going and doing stuff like this, which is like bully videos. So that was why I started actually doing the trolling type things, but it was like moral trolling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was going to say, you know, like, how would you, like, I suppose if I had to classify what I am on YouTube, then I'm a commentary channel. But how do you classify Ling Ping? Is it like professional troll or?
Well, years ago, I'd have classified initially in the early stages, I would have just classed myself as like a moral troll, which is how it first started. And then I started branching out into doing like voiceovers, like parodies, parodies. And I started branching out into multiple aspects of like loads of different things then.
Ling Ping style to this day is still, it tickles me every single time.
But I suppose like the character, I say character, it's fucking me, innit? So like I suppose evolved as time has progressed. Not because I've had to, because like with the way the cancel culture is now, you'd expect that like people have got to like neuter the things they say. Or in today's climate, they'll get cancelled. And I don't fucking care about that. People can try, right? People can try. And my mentality behind it is you can only be cancelled if you become a fucking yes man. And start pandering to the people trying to cancel you and start apologising for the things you've said and done. If you turn around and say, well, I tell you what, no, you, I stick by what I've said.
Yeah.
I stick by what I said all those years ago. My mentality hasn't changed. So I'm not going to pander to the minority, and then the majority or the genuine followers go, oh, what a little shit house. And then you alienate your genuine followers, and the people that you're trying to pander to don't give a fuck anyway.
Yeah,
it just ends up becoming
that, them, they're just going to look the other way anyway.
Yeah, that's how you get cancelled. If you stick to it and say, look, I don't give a fuck, nothing's off the table. Do you know what I mean? I don't go out of my way to... I'll never go out of my way, because it's not in my nature to go out of my way to offend people, right? I'm not going to, like, walk down the street and tip somebody out of their fucking wheelchair. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a total twat. I've got a lot of empathy for people.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to neuter the things I say when, like, a lot of the time they like that, they jokes, and then somebody turns and comes round and goes, oh, that's really offensive, that is. And I'm like, well, don't fucking look at it then.
I think that's just a big...
Or even better, just don't tell me.
It's like the offense police, isn't it? You know, but it's like people, you know, I can, even in my videos, I can make a remark which in my mind was just, it was just a remark and it meant nothing. But then there'll be like 20 or 30 comments of it's upset some people because I said one thing they didn't like. They commented on the video before that and I was brilliant. But because I then said one thing that they didn't like, then now I'm terrible. Now when they hate me and they go unsubscribe and...
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of...
You get it a lot. You've got, like, I remember once... now, bearing in mind, this particular follower had followed me for probably 8 years, yeah?
Yeah.
And had laughed at everything that I'd said. Nothing was off the table, right? Yeah. But because it happened to be one of the subject matters that they held very close to themselves, they got offended by that, and then it's as if they disregarded everything else, and it's just like, hold on a minute, you're not laughing at this, but you've laughed at another 20, 30, 40, 50 other things, which are equally just as offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
So stop being a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something I saw the other day. I can't remember the comic I saw talking about it, but they said someone came up to them after a show and was like, love the show, blah, blah, blah. I just want to let you know, I don't think you should do those. I think it was like cancer jokes or something because my family member, blah, blah, blah. And they responded, I also did 5 minutes of Holocaust stuff. And they went, yeah, that was brilliant. But it's like, oh, it's not your thing. It's...
Exactly. But I put this the other day, is a lot of people instantly think that when something is posted online, they own dominion over it. And it's like, well, look, hold on a minute now, Shah, right? The world doesn't revolve around you, right? I didn't write this fucking status with you in mind. I didn't go, I'm going to write this just so Sharon can read it. I don't know who Sharon is anyway, right? I've just made that name up just for the narrative.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what gives you... Why are you so self-imposed that you think that, like, you matter?
Yeah, like, I agree with you 100%.
I didn't create my page because, like, Sharon exists. It's like, there we are. This is for you. This is. I've created this fucking area in Eden for you.
That's why negative comments on videos always make me laugh. And, you know, I don't get hundreds and hundreds, but I get plenty of them. And it's like, well, if my video bothers you that much, why did you even expend the energy required to tell me you didn't like that? Just click off it and then don't watch any more of my videos. That's the answer.
Yeah, why have they got to announce it?
Yeah, well, sometimes if I'm feeling, you know, a bit that way inclined, I'll reply and say, look, the comment section isn't an airport. You didn't have to announce your departure.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck off. Just get on the plane, have your fucking lager and your fucking peanuts if they're allowing them today, and just fly off, you fucking twat.
But it's just funny to me. But has YouTube like always been like that in the comments? You know, in your experience?
Well, yes. So from people going, "Oh, they like this," and it's like I don't care. But what I used to thrive on it. Bearing in mind the whole sort of premise of what I used to do was purely based on what reactions I could get. Right? So like if I didn't get a reaction, I didn't get content. Because otherwise it would just be me sitting in a lobby in silence. So for people to respond was like the icing on the cake for me. So even when people used to like whinge in the comment section, I'd be rubbing my little fucking hands together. Because I'd like, well, you've just given me an opportunity now for content. which is what I used to do. Facebook used to be like, get somebody to post something. I go, there we are, that's being made into a video.
In a way, I guess you kind of have done over the years commentary style content as well. Well, obviously, those old videos were more you were baiting people for their reactions, like you said. Like the way they responded to you in those old Call of Duty videos and stuff were that's what got you the content. But like, if you're pulling stuff as well, I guess that is commentary, so it is kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean, like, so, like, with content creation, as you both know, there comes a time where you probably sit back, and I think we all do this, and you go, I've got to learn to be a little bit more diverse with my content. Otherwise, I'm running a very big risk of pigeonholing myself and putting myself in there.